Oh, not much. Recovering from Wednesday or COVID. Recovering from COVID. No, we went to the Lucky Daye Concert on Wednesday, dude. Okay. I already posted about it, but yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
For all of
Talk
you
about
guys that don't listen to me when I tell you to do stuff, you try. You haven't listened to Lucky Daye.
This man is something else.
Fix yourself. Go look in the mirror and fix yourself. Because you're not doing well. Bruh, that concert was lit. But I don't know if it was lit because I just haven't been to a concert in a really long time.
That's fair. You haven't been to one in a while.
It's been like, I don't know. I think the last concert I went to was like 2015.
Yep. So 7 years.
But nah, it was lit.
Yeah,
Regardless.
it was.
Irregardless. I know that's not a word.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Joyce Rice opened up, killed it. She did really. You said it. She did really well with like interacting with the audience. Which is very
stage
different,
presence.
I guess, for stage presence. Yeah, which is very different for some artists. They just kind of perform and then they leave. She had really good stage presence.
You know what I noticed?
Mm.
Sitting there, I'm watching Joyce perform. Joyce is the opener. And I'm thinking about what has to go into the performance of a woman versus the performance of a guy to get like the
Crowd
good-
reaction.
Yeah. Like the ratings, right?
Yeah.
Because how many shows have we seen where the guys, I've even done it if I perform somewhere, you kind of just like it's not choreographed,
Yeah, you kind of stay in one spot and just kind of.
or you just walk around and you do the gang sign thing.
Yeah.
But with women, I don't think they get that luxury, right? So she had backup dancers. They had a whole choreography. She had like this rubber yellow tight outfit on. There's just so much more that goes into when a woman performs versus when a guy does.
Yeah, I give you
And it
that.
was interesting. I noticed it.
Yeah, I agree. And part of me is like, I don't want to say it's unfortunate, especially if like this is her choice to do it. But like there is, I get what you mean. There is a level to having to sell yourself in a way that people will react.
Yeah, it's like is it a double standard? I think so. I think it might be.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, right. Where a guy Lucky literally took his shirt off and then threw it into the crowd.
Lucky's a good performer though. He performs well. It wasn't just like, but I'm talking about like those guys that like don't have breath control.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Lucky. Like Lucky was good, but I'm talking about like the artists who like will go on stage. It's usually rappers too, but like they go on stage, no breath control, no cardio, no nothing. And you could hear them like struggling to breathe while rapping and all that stuff. And it gets a pass.
Yep.
But if a girl did it, actually they just don't because they can't.
They can't, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, I was saying that during the concert. I'm like, whoever Lucky's like vocal coach is, like, bravo. Like, well done. That's insane. This man sounded exactly like his tracks. Like he didn't sound like he was dying on stage at all.
He was on American Idol.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Someone mentioned that to me, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I looked him up, and I'm like, holy.
Under his government name. And it's funny, when I watched that American Idol performance, it wasn't the greatest.
Oh.
Like it wasn't that good of a performance. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know how many years ago it was. Like American Idol's not even on anymore, is it?
Yeah,
I
it
don't.
still
I
is.
don't.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Yeah,
But it
they're
was
in
like it was a while
Hawaii.
ago. It was a while ago. But watching that American Idol performance and then watching him live was crazy because I'm like, that's a cool arc,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
agree.
Yeah.
It was funny that you bring up how you said like his American Idol performance came up and whatnot. We'll come back to Lucky Day in a second, but I remember seeing this somebody talking about, or no, Charlie Puth did an interview because he's slowly starting to re-release music now.
Oh,
But
does
he
he
said
not release music?
he used to, but then he took a bit. He's taken like a 2 year break
Um,
on, and the reason why was because that he was very like self-conscious about his music and what he was trying to make. So he made a song with Elton John, and he's Charlie went to go ask him about like songwriting and whatnot, and he showed him some of the songs, and he's like, how are they? And Elton said they were complete dog crap.
what?
Right? So Charlie apparently took that instead of like he took it as a wake up call, and he's like, wow. So then he started creating music that he actually enjoyed and stuff like that. So my question is that like is I can't we talked a little bit about it I think a while ago, but like in terms of like tough love when it comes to artistry, like is that the way to go about it? To
Depends
just
on
like
who it's coming from.
yeah.
I think if it's a person who is like in your creative bubble, sure, yes. But if you're just some random,
Yeah.
don't talk to me.
Right, because I feel like that's just more of if it was just some random person, it'd just be more of a thing in your head to being like, wow, okay, I can't do this, I'm gonna fail.
I mean, it would hurt my feelings. Like if I showed Chris Brown a song I was working on, he's like, "Yo, this is crap."
Yeah,
I'd be like, "God dang, you know what?
I'm kind
I'm
of
gonna go on Indeed real quick."
and find a job.
I was gonna go find something else to do.
I'm gonna find a 9 to 5, bro. I'm sorry.
Like I can't.
Yeah, because it was so that's why I brought it up because you said he didn't really do well on American Idol, but instead of like failing and not wanting to do it, he chose to continue and he's won a Grammy. He's done even better.
Yeah.
So crazy, man. I didn't even know too that he was homeless at one point.
I think I knew that.
Yeah, I saw his Grammy acceptance speech in the backstage, and he was saying it's like, yeah, like it's crazy how I've come like from like being homeless from a time to, and he got emotional about it, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that.
When I discover new artists, I go on like a deep dive. And not just like discover new artists. Like when I discover one I like.
Yeah.
You know, not just like this song's dope. Who is this? Cool. But when I discover an artist who's like whole category of music,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this is it. And now like I feel invested in them. I go on like a deep. I try to find every interview they've ever done.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to like I want to know.
You're invested, yeah, absolutely.
And that's why I don't want to meet them in person.
Yeah, see, I still don't get that.
But why do you want to meet them?
I
To do
I
what?
just want to meet them.
To
Just
do
say
what
hi.
though? That's so weird to
know.
me.
Yeah, it's not weird to me. If it's somebody that I admire.
Explain that. Elaborate on that.
Okay, if I'm a person and I admire them, I would love to meet them in person to kind of just see what they are like in person. I think it adds to it.
But you're not gonna see what they're like in person.
Oh, like really in person.
They'll always be in artist mode. You'll never see them in person, like in what they're really like.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't care. If I feel like if we were to see them how they really are, it wouldn't be as dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it. I get it. Maybe it's just a little more selfish in me to be like, I want to meet him or the artist. That's probably it.
I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like I don't know him. Like I don't know you.
That's
so like,
fair.
what are we gonna, you know?
Yeah.
And chances are, if I'm meeting you, it's in a meet and greet.
Mm.
And that means there's other people that paid for it.
So you're not special in any
So
way.
like not just that, but like the time slot's gonna be small. It's not gonna be like we're gonna get to kick it at like a restaurant and like, you know.
So that would be different for you then if it was like more of a casual, not kind of.
Yeah, that's different because I get to actually chill with you.
Okay.
But just meeting them at a meet and greet is like I paid to say hi.
Fair enough.
That feels weird.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It feels weird to me.
I don't think it's weird, but I get what you mean. I get.
I think you're weird.
That's okay.
I think all of you who pay for meet and greets are weird. I've done it too before though. So
Yeah. Fair enough.
we did it for Dream Junkies. I think that's when I figured out I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
We went to the Dream Junkies that was the last concert I went to.
Yeah.
Right? We went to the Dream Junkies concert. It was me, you, Joel,
And Dan.
Daniel, right? And I don't know what I thought was gonna happen in my head. I think at the time I was just excited to see them in person, right? Which is fair, like
Yeah.
whatever. But like we didn't meet them.
Yeah, we just took a picture.
You know what I
hi.
mean? Like
I didn't even know them, so I was like,
John
all right.
Gibbs went home that night and nothing. Like
Yeah.
you know, it's weird.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'm just like, eh. I
Yeah.
don't care for it.
I remember that photo because y'all looked like you were dressed right. I was the one in like a V-neck shirt and a leather jacket and like jeans.
Yeah, but my hair though at that concert was in the fugly stage.
Oh, was it?
I had my high top
remember.
dreads at the time,
Oh, yeah.
and they weren't long, so it was just like it looked like a bowl cut of dreads.
Oh man, like that Jimmy. It's like Jimmy Butler's cut. Okay, I see that.
I think it was in style at the time.
I'm sure it was.
I think it's still in style for some people, but
Yeah.
me looking back on it, I didn't like it.
Didn't like it. I will say this one thing about live concerts that I've just like for me personally I've noticed is that whenever I see the song live, it equates to now listening to that song again on an album, making it 10 times better.
Or it can make it 10 times worse.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, depends on the artist. Yeah, depends on how they sing it.
That's what I mean. Like
Okay.
I think a live performance can make or break how you
song.
hear the music.
Okay, fair enough.
So, here's my thoughts.
Okay.
Me and Pri, we were sitting in the car on our way home from there, and I was talking about it, and I was like, okay, I think if a song is fire on the album version, right, and then you go see it live, and it's fire still, then boom, that's a hit.
Easy. Yeah.
Right? If it's only fire on the album version, and then you hear it live and it's not fire, then the song is not that dope.
I agree.
That's what I think.
I agree.
I think
there's-
I think that's what makes an artist like dope.
Great.
If
Yeah,
your music live hits just as good
Yeah.
as the album version, especially when you're not like a rapper. Rappers are different because like it's rap. But when it's like musical, like singing, and live, it's like, yo, that's crazy. I'm with it.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I think that he just solidified. Like one of the songs that I didn't realize I would love as much as I thought I did was Feels Like. One of the first songs he did when he pulled his bass out. I'm like, when I heard that
I love
live,
that song.
and bro, that song's been on repeat all day, man. Like I was like, wow, oh my gosh. Yeah, so like that was one of the songs that really hit live that I loved. That just, it just solidified it even better. All the songs were like that.
I have other thoughts too.
Okay, go ahead.
Before we get into the sardine packed house,
Yeah, we're about to get
here's my thoughts on R&B shows. Okay, we all know the R&B show formula, right?
Yeah.
You walk out with your outfit, and as the show progresses, you end up taking your shirt off.
Yeah.
right? That's the R&B shtick. And a lot of times too, there's you like an R&B guy will bring a fan on stage.
Yeah.
100% of the time it's a girl.
Yeah.
I've never seen a guy bring on a guy and do it. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's 2022 though. That'd be weird.
Lil Nas X maybe, but nobody else.
Oh, true. Dang.
Yeah.
All right. But they bring a girl on stage and they sing to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the only part of Lucky's show that was unnecessary was bringing the girl on stage.
Okay.
I say it because I don't think he did that part well.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I don't think he sold that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's his personality.
Okay, there it is. I agree.
So to do it on stage, it felt impersonal.
Felt out of place. Yeah.
Like if you watch back the videos you took of it, when he brought that girl on stage and is, quote unquote singing to her, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was singing to the crowd, and she was just sitting there.
Yeah. Like,
You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of like, in my head, I'm like, that's kind of awkward. Like,
yeah.
you know, I'm sure she was loving it, whatever. But when I think about like Tank and like Usher and those guys,
Yeah.
the seasoned R&B veterans who have been bringing girls on stage for 20 years,
Yeah.
right? If you watch Tank do that, it's different.
It's different.
Like, it's just different.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
like
was
you've
sitting there,
known
I was
this person
thinking about
for
it,
some time.
and I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? I think the reason it felt weird is because Lucky's music is not sexually explicit.
Yeah, that's very true.
When you actually think about it, like, he's R&B, but his music's not like, it's never just about sex.
No.
Where like a Trey Songz, you know,
Yeah.
Trey Songz is the quote unquote sex symbol. Tank, those guys, right? So when they do it, it's like, oh, it fits because you sing like that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't sing songs like that.
No.
So it felt to me like it didn't fit.
Yeah, he's like that happy in between. I find when it comes to
Lucky gives me thug R&B vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
But I agree.
like. No, not thug. What did I say? Thug. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just not sex symbol music.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
No, not at all. And that's what I mean. Like, it's a happy in between, but like if
There's
he
no
talks about
there's no bedroom songs.
yeah, and even
Yeah.
if he talks about like a portion of it, it's not the main focal point of the song. Right? So that's what I talk about, the happy in between, where it's like some of it's like quote unquote poppy R&B, but not really. But it's he talks a lot about like love and stuff like that. So that's why.
Yeah, love from a context of relationship.
Exactly. And that's what I like. It's very unique in that sense because not many artists do that. Right? So, but yeah, no, I thought it was great. And I agree with you. It felt a little out of place it didn't look like Lucky wanted it to even happen.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it looked like he like, I have to do this.
Yeah.
But I don't really care to, like.
Right? That's what I mean. I was
know?
like, okay. But like, I mean, and that's why he was focused on the crowd.
Yeah.
Because I think he cared more about the fan support than anything really. So
But the thing is, when you watch other R&B shows where the guys do that, they sing to the girl.
to the girl, yeah. Like
Right?
if nobody else in the room.
And then they do some weird stuff like hump the floor or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? But like that portion is like focused on the girl.
Yeah, exactly.
And he wasn't. He was focused on the crowd.
On the crowd. But yeah.
But shout out to
Performance
her.
is still
I'm sure,
lit,
I'm
yeah.
sure she loved it.
Yeah.
You know, she tried her
Yeah.
thing.
I was about to say, I don't know what these girls are thinking this is gonna happen in that moment.
Oh, bro.
Like you're trying to like
I wish I knew. I wish I knew what they were
like
thinking.
you think that you're going to like spend a night with Lucky Daye? That's not happening.
I don't know.
Like y'all gotta
It's wild
shoot your
to me.
shot. It's wild, right? Like the
like-
last girl.
It's like they imagine that like he's just gonna be like, you know what, cut the show, let's go. Like no,
That's not happening. You're not special. Oh man. But yeah, but let's talk about the actual venue, like getting there, because we just
well the show
Not
was at the
being-
Rebel.
it's at Rebel. And
this was my first time in
Yeah.
in a club. I don't club. I'm not a clubber.
Mm.
I've never been a clubber, right? But I walked in and I was like, yo, this is kind of hype though. Still,
right.
I was
Right?
like, yo, this like, this is a vibe. Like it was cool.
Yeah.
I saw the booths, the
Yep.
lights, and everything, and I was like, yo, this is. I
a
can get
vibe.
jiggy with this, you know.
That's right.
But then the people
But-
came in,
Yeah, and like when I say we were packed like sardines, we were
like 2 cans of sardines in 1 can.
in one can, literally. No mask, no nothing. Like everybody just out here. And I like shout out to Joel for like, and I told him this because I saw him yesterday, but shout out to him for like the whole elbows out.
Oh,
shout
that's,
out.
that's a classic thing.
Yeah,
So
shout out.
Joel, when we used to go to concerts back in the day, once we were allowed to run up to the front and like find our spot, Joel taught us that when you get there, you hold your elbows out. Because when you do
Yeah.
that, they can only get so close to you.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, someone will come in and now your elbow's stuck. You can't get out. Now you have no wiggle room,
Yeah.
right? So we would walk up and elbows out. Everyone has their elbows out. And it would give us enough space to like create our own section in the
Area.
sardine packing.
Exactly. So yeah, EJ Priya and I were up like in the back, but not like the back, like the middle of the actual venue, but like up against like some fencing. So like so we had somewhere to lean back on because
The border, the
yeah.
part where the security says you can't go past, we were like right on the edge.
Right on it. Yeah, because we didn't want to just be in the middle of a bunch of sweaty people, and we wanted something to lean on if we were tired.
At least having
So-
one side secured.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Not having a bunch of people graze up on you. I'm good.
Right.
But yeah, throughout the concert, people were getting a little feisty.
Oh my gosh, yo.
Like
I don't condone violence. I know it sounds
We
like
had-
I do
we
it
had
often on
those-
this podcast. Actually, no, I do condone violence sometimes. I can't lie.
Yep.
I don't condone
some-
like serious violence. Like
Yeah.
don't kill people. Right?
No.
But I've never wanted to throw a girl so far in my life, bro.
Is
I
these three
never
girls?
I've never wanted to. Yo, this girl pisses me off, bro.
Yeah, we had 3 girls that were like they did not care. They were pushing and shoving. Like I look back, I was okay, but Priya was like smush up against the wall. And then you had this girl with like the big floofy hair like right in front of you. You couldn't see anything.
I don't like inconsiderate people.
Right?
I think as I grow in life,
Mm-hmm.
I've discovered I'm an empath. You know?
Yeah.
I feel for people. When I see somebody performing and they do a bad job, I feel it.
Yeah.
Because I like embarrassing moments, I feel that. Even
Yeah, you-
scripted, like if I'm watching a movie and there's an awkward moment in the movie, I can't
feel it.
watch.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like I feel it inside me. My body is like, I don't like
Jeez.
it. So I'm an empath. So in my brain, how I do things and how I move through life, I'm considering everyone else.
Yeah.
These girls, literally, like we're already packed to begin with.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, you're in a show, whatever, and someone tries to get by you. They say, oh, excuse me, right?
My friend is up front.
Because they're trying to get up front.
Yeah.
This girl did the excuse me thing. So
Yeah.
I slide over just a little bit. And she literally doesn't even go anywhere. Just says, excuse me, and then stops.
Yep.
Now my chest is like on her back. That's how close she is to me.
Yeah.
And listen, this is not about shapes and sizes. But she wasn't like small.
Yeah.
So she really blocked everything.
literally.
And she had a fro.
Yeah.
So I like everything was blocked. So now I got your hair in my face, and it's in Priya's face too.
Yep.
Like move,
Right?
right? And in that moment, Ellie, I'm telling you, I'm sitting there thinking, it's dark. If I push her, will I get in trouble? Who will know? There's so many people here. Will she know it was me?
Right? Oh my
Like,
god.
oh my, like it's so rude.
It is.
You literally walked in front of me and stopped.
I literally looked back and I saw both of you like pressed
Yo,
up
man, like
against it. And I was-
move.
I was
Like, imagine you're driving
yeah.
and somebody, like, no. Okay. You know, like, the right lanes that end and you got to come over?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine you see someone trying to come over.
Mm-hmm.
So you're nice, you let them in, and they come over and they just stop. They turn off their car in front of you. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Like, fam, I'll run you over. Move.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I don't want to be picky because it's a concert. Everyone's there to enjoy themselves, right? But I believe that when your enjoyment comes at the expense of other people's enjoyment, you gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So, by all means, cheer, shout, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But if you're gonna scream, don't do
Get
it
out.
in my ear.
Yeah.
Like you're like when I say scream, I mean like screaming, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Lucky, I love you. Oh my gosh. And in my head, I'm like, bro, like you sound like a bird. Move. Fly away. Like those three girls, they ruined
my
some of the
gosh.
show for me.
Yeah.
Like move. Like go to the other side of the room. Go
Right?
away. To the point where when Lucky brought that other girl on stage, this girl was flipping her off on stage because she
Yeah,
wanted it to be
dude.
her.
Pick me.
Like, listen,
Bruh.
everyone's beautiful, but you're not even cute. Like, move.
Oh my
Gosh, man. Piss me
Yeah.
off.
That was
upsetting.
annoying. That was an annoying part of the night. And then this tall guy too decided to push through. So he was in front of me, so I couldn't see him. And I'm already like, I'm tall enough as it is, so I could see amongst other people. But like this guy was tall. So I couldn't see nothing. I had to put my phone up, and like that's where I was watching the show.
There was this whole point when like a wave of them at the back,
Yeah.
just pushed.
Yeah. Right?
I didn't know what was happening, but I was like, "Yo, elbows out!
Yep.
like we about to fight someone?
Right? Don't move.
Like what's happening right now?"
For real. It was bad there. And then there was this other girl who was like, how tall was she? Like 5'2", 5'3"? I felt so bad for her. He was like right next to me and this other girl, and she was just trying to look between shoulders, bro. He was looking under armpits.
Oh, that small girl?
Yeah.
Let me give you some perspective. Priya's 5 foot.
Yeah.
That girl was like 4 foot. She
Oh,
was in the
Priya's
4.
5 foot?
Yeah.
What?
So that listen, when you're 6 foot, whatever you are, bro, I know
Yeah.
it's easy to forget about us down here.
Listen, no, I'm not.
But listen, don't be rude, okay? Thanks. Perspective though, Priya's 5
Yeah.
foot. That girl was probably
yeah.
like 4'9".
Wow.
So in my head, I'm like, yo, you want to come on someone's shoulders? Like I know you can't see anything,
I
but back.
literally was going to offer it. I was going to be like,
All she can see is lats right now. That's it.
yeah, I felt terrible. And especially too, because everybody was pushing her around too. The people were trying to through, and those 3 girls were right next to her on her left hand side.
It's funny.
Everyone
Like
just-
I was looking at her and her friend
Yeah.
that she came with,
Yes.
and in my head, I'm like, dang, I don't feel like these girls are club girls either.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just fans of Lucky, and the show
just-
happens to be here,
yeah.
and now they're stuck with all these.
club people. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. I get that. But yeah, hands down, that show was the best $37 I've ever spent in my life.
That show was
that
fire.
show-
Lucky killed it. Vocally,
Absolutely. Yeah.
on like 100%.
Yeah. Shout out to his band as well, dude. That band is something.
The band
else,
was
bro.
crazy.
Holy.
They had this point where the guy was shredding,
Yeah.
right, doing the solo thing, and he put the guitar behind his head back, yo.
Bruh.
I started playing like one of them rockers,
Right?
and I was like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah. He had a one of the guys had a synthesizer.
Mm-hmm.
So the man was he was just shredding on that.
They were going
I was
off.
like, yeah. So
That was
absolutely. What was your favorite song to see live?
Oh
From him.
man.
That's tough, right? It's tough.
Well, I wanted to see Guess because Guess is my favorite Lucky
yeah.
song. And then he threw in the Genuine Pony little reference at the end, which was cool.
Yeah.
But my favorite, I don't know. I don't know if I have one. The whole show was just great.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I like about, or like I love about 95% of his music.
Yeah, that's rare.
The other 5% I like.
And that's
You know what I
that's
mean?
still good. Yeah.
So every song he did, I was enjoying it.
Yeah. There wasn't a bad song in there.
No.
Like, it's just a vibe.
Like even the songs that were not the ones that like that were in the 5%
Yeah.
were still so hype. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I have an answer for that.
That's fair. I think for me, like, just because Feels Like was so great live, I don't know what it was about that song, but it hit different for me. So I like that one has stuck with me for a while. So
Lucky
that one
has
might be mine.
Lucky has rock star vibes, bro.
Right?
Like that's the vibe I get. Like he's like a R&B rock star.
This is what I also realized too, because a while back we talked about like Harry Styles and his fashion sense of like wearing like weird 80s stuff. Lucky has a similar style, but he pulls it off so much better. So much better.
Listen,
Like-
listen. It's not always about race, Eliott.
No, but no. Say it.
But
Say it.
sometimes black people can just do it differently, yo. The vibe is just different.
Dude, the man came out in an oversized green blazer, like garbage pant, like kind of textured pants, and like green like driving gloves with 80s glasses and a bunch of like this guy was like, oh my gosh.
It was dope. I think
It was
what
it
they
was
put into the
nuts.
show, they're really like you can tell when somebody has put thought into their show.
Yeah.
Even down to like when we walked into the club and the lights on the
Yep.
sides, it was
Very
saying
moody.
Lucky. He had the 4-leaf clover thing going.
Yep.
Like, right? Like, because we know him from the internet, we don't normally see the Lucky symbol thing, right?
Yeah.
So when we got there and we see it on the screen, it's like, oh, this is kind of cool.
This
Like
is
that's his logo almost, like the 4-leaf clover.
Yeah.
So when the band started playing, they're going crazy. The strobe lights. I love strobe lights, right?
Yeah.
Strobe lights are going crazy. And then they stop for a quick second, start playing the song, and he just walks out, right?
Yeah.
And the mic is like bedazzled and it's
Yeah.
sparkly. And I'm like, yo, this is cool.
This is dope.
This is this is rock star ish right here.
And that's what I mean, because he's so unique. He likes the style that he has. It's very unique. It's his own. So I'm like, yeah, rock it, bro.
And I think that the term rock star is not one I use for just somebody who's dope.
Yeah.
Like I don't consider Chris Brown a rock star. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't consider Justin Bieber a rock star. But the way Lucky
Yeah.
does it on
Yeah.
stage
Yeah.
is rock star-ish.
It's rock starish. Yeah.
Like he when he grabs the mic and does that like drops to his knees thing and
Yeah, bro.
and like it's just so like bro, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know?
vibe. But yeah, that entire show was absolutely fantastic. I like it's crazy too because if he ever comes back again, you know
pay for
those
a
tickets you're paying for a booth and we're probably paying a little more for that.
I don't care.
So,
I'll
I don't
pay
care.
the extra, bro.
Yep.
I'm not standing next to those girls again.
I know because hands
Fluff
will be
them.
thrown.
Like listen, I might pull a weave off. Upset me.
Upset you. All right. Well, here's what we're gonna do right now because I just realized you're gonna bring up a topic, and in the meantime, I don't know if we didn't actually mention this. What came in the mail last week, bro?
Breezy's Cosmic Crunch.
That's right. Our Chris Brown cereal came in.
We didn't talk about it because yours just arrived.
Correct. And I have not had it yet.
Really?
Nope.
So how we gonna talk about it then?
Because I'm gonna eat it right now.
This guy. Oh, live.
Yep. I
got it in front of you right
here.
now?
Yep. I got it right here.
You got the milk?
I got the milk. I got my almond milk. I got my bowl in there. So I'm gonna open this live.
Yo, I had
Right
a
here.
bowl last night.
Dang. Okay. So I'm gonna give you the live reaction of what I think about it. In the meantime, bring up a topic that we can talk about.
Well, I got a topic, but it's a big one, so like I'm gonna wait.
Oh. Okay. Oh well, fair. Oh, dang. Okay. Never mind then.
My topic
so-
I'll save it. I'll say
Okay.
it's a good one though. It's a
Okay.
good one.
All right. I'm trying to open it because the box is dope.
Breezy's mine came in what? Last
Monday?
week? Last week sometime.
Yeah.
Yours came in like a couple days ago.
Mine came in. Yeah. I think No, Tuesday. Tuesday. It came in Tuesday. All right, I'm opening it.
Show the viewers. Show the viewers.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at this, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the bowl. Give me 1 second.
I feel no shame about it either.
I don't either. My mom looked at me when she saw because it came in a big box, like the shipping box.
Yeah.
And it's like, what did you get? And then he's like, oh, I got cereal. And she's like, are you real? Are you for serious right now? I'm like, yeah, I got cereal. I got Chris Brown cereal. She's like, oh, you're so dumb. All right, this is what it looks like. Got some rainbow stuff in here. All right, I'm putting the milk in.
Breezy's Cosmic Crunch. Do you drink real milk, Eliott?
No, I used to. I don't anymore.
Me neither.
Not good for you.
I eat ice cream though.
That's different. That's different.
I like it. Like I don't care about give me the real cream for that.
Right? Exactly. 100%. Sorry for all the audio listeners that are about to just get like some.
It's about to be a mukbang.
Yeah, it's a mukbang.
Or no. What's it called? An AS something.
ASMR. Ready? All right, here it is. First bite. I'm gonna try to get some of these colors in too. All right. This thing is dope.
Yo, this guy just got bass in his voice.
This thing is good. This thing is good.
What does it taste like, Eliott?
Tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios? What?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Eliott. It doesn't taste like Honey Nut Cheerios. It tastes like Lucky Charms.
I've never had Lucky Charms, so I don't know. If this
You've never had Lucky Charms?
No.
All right, here's a topic. Whose childhood sucked? Eliott.
What?
You ain't never had Lucky Charms?
No.
What cereals did you grow up on?
Rice Krispies, Honey Nut Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Corn Flakes, Raisin Bran.
Ugh.
I know, right? Yeah, I didn't have any of the fun. Oh, we had Fruit Loops, but I didn't eat those.
You've never had Lucky Charms?
I've never had Lucky Charms. So if this is what Lucky Charms tastes like, this is good.
Bro, it tastes exactly like Lucky Charms.
This is dope. This is good.
I'm shook, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Who hasn't had Lucky Charms? Bro, they're magically delicious.
They taste fire.
You don't even know the slogan for Lucky Charms. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, sorry. All right, bring the topic up. I'm going to eat.
You can't eat on the pod, bro. There's some people with audio.
Okay, I'll put it away. Okay, come on.
How small was the bowl you poured?
Pretty small. Like it's not.
I was
that
gonna
big.
say because you're not gonna, it's gonna get soggy.
No, I'm gonna eat it all right now. But
all right,
bring the topic up.
It's official. I have seen Spider-Man: No Way Home. And I'm ready to dissect.
Let's get it.
I am ready.
Let's go, bro.
It's finally able to be rented. Because it came out a while ago on Amazon, but you could only buy it for like $30.
Yeah.
And I was like, Priya, can we? She's like, no. So I was like, all right, I'll wait. Yeah. So now you can rent it. So I was like, here we go. Paid my quick $6. Mm-hmm. Watch this movie. Here's my thoughts.
Speak it.
I think because I'm not a hardcore Marvel fan, like Marvel movie fan. I wouldn't call myself a hardcore fan. I'm a casual fan, meaning I watch the movies, I don't watch the shows.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I still haven't seen Hawkeye. I didn't really watch Daredevil or like those other stuff.
Literally two of the best shows.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did watch WandaVision because WandaVision was dope. But that's my level of fan. I watch the movies. I'm a fan enough to stay after the movie's done and watch the credits too because I know things pop up. Mm-hmm. But Spider-Man is my favorite superhero.
Yep.
Okay? And what they did to my child mysticism inside of me was great. Spoiler
Yep.
alert. We're saying this, but the movie's been out for how long? You
Been
all have
out,
probably
guys.
seen it
Come on.
before I have. I'm probably the last
Yeah.
one to see it.
You are
Right?
honestly.
So, when the movie started, it brought me back. They gave me a little recap, that his identity's been revealed.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, cool. So, watching how he navigated through that, it was cool. I'm not a fan of Flash Thompson in this version of Spider-Man.
My brother's the same thing too. I'm
I don't
okay
like
with
him.
it. Because
To be honest, because I feel like Flash, like this kid couldn't beat up Spider-Man ever.
But the thing is like there's no like the old school kind of bullies that were portrayed in Spider-Man aren't really around. They try to make him as modern as what a bully would be like.
I don't like it.
Okay.
And I don't think that's true. I think physical bullies exist still. Like 100%.
Okay.
Right? But I think part of what made Flash Thompson was that he was he was a star athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was like the captain of the football team and all that stuff.
Yeah.
This guy is like, bro, you look like you would get bullied by the captain of the football team. You know what I mean? Like how you getting bullied by a smart kid?
Yeah.
Smart kids don't bully people. Dumb kids bully people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm not a fan. And then his hair in this movie with the blonde.
Yeah, it looks
I
a
don't
little
like
funky.
that. I don't like it. I don't like when people who are not that do that.
We're gonna make you the Flash Thompson. You just bully him.
Like it's just weird. Like why is he blonde?
Yeah.
He's brown.
Yeah.
You ever seen a blonde brown person?
Nope.
It's
Yes,
weird.
I have. Yeah, it is. It looks funky.
It's weird. It's off putting. It's like when the redhead has dreadlocks. It's off putting. Like you can do it. You're free to do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's just uncommon.
Fair enough.
So, I think the first half of the movie was a little bit slow. To me. I think, I don't know. They made the first half felt very cartoony
It's a good way to put it. Yeah.
in the sense of like how when all the villains were in the little
The prison.
the prison thing,
Yeah.
it was very quippy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm something of a scientist myself. Like
That's a callback from the first movie.
I know, but it all just felt
Yeah.
very like
It-
they didn't feel like villains or as big of villains as they were.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You know what
Okay.
I mean? Like these were all headlining villains
Yeah.
that caused real issues for the whole. Like they were plotline villains, and that first half made it just seem like they were just henchmen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, I think Spider-Man is dumb, or Peter Parker was dumb in this movie.
Yeah.
But I get why he had to be dumb. Because to progress the storyline. But if it was me, I would have sent them back from jump. like why are you trying to save them? They're not like
He's like, bye.
Eliott, would you have saved them?
No, they're villains.
Even though you know they're gonna go die.
Yeah. They're villains. Why? I don't-
I know that Spider-Man is not supposed to kill people. Right? I know he's supposed to save everybody. But when it comes to the multiverse,
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's infinite realities.
They're
where
not your villains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You didn't kill them.
Like you're just sending them back to like. I feel like that's like going back in time and then stopping Abraham Lincoln from dying.
Yeah.
Because you can.
Can't mess with time.
You it just has to like it's part of it has to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think the moment that he or Green Goblin like started attacking him in the little apartment part, I feel like that's when the movie picked up for me.
That's fair.
That's when it got good for me, right?
Yeah.
So the part, actually, I think the fight scenes were pretty cool too. The fight scenes were pretty grounded. Like, it wasn't a lot of swinging. It was more like fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we've never seen this Spider-Man fight like that.
Yeah, it's more hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, yeah.
But not even just that. But I'm talking about like he was attacking.
Yeah, like out of like anger.
like when you watch Spider-Man, usually the way Spider-Man fights, he dances.
Yeah, it's more
Right?
comical at times.
He like Spider-Man uses things against his opponent.
Yeah.
He's very bouncy. He'll use your own weapons against you. He uses momentum. If he was a bender, he'd be like a mix of a water bender and an air bender.
A really good way to put it.
You know what I mean? That's how Spider-Man fights. In
Yeah.
this one, he was attacking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it felt like, oh, like it's aggressive, which I thought was cool. But then that part with Aunt May,
Yeah.
I think that scene is one of my favorite scenes in the Marvel Cinematic movie universe, period.
Wow. Interesting.
I think dying on camera is not an easy thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
She died very well.
She faked us out. Because I think a lot of us thought, oh, we're fine, we're good. Like, she got clipped by the glider, and we're like, oh, crap, she got stabbed. Nah, she got up, and we're like, we're cool.
But not even just that part. I'm just talking about, like, when she was, like when we knew she was dying.
Yeah.
She didn't overact it.
True.
A lot of people, I find, when they're doing a death scene, they do too much.
Yeah.
Right? She was just like, I think I just need to sit down for a second. I need to catch my breath. That's what she was saying. Because like, I just need to catch my breath. Right? And she's just laying there, kind of like just breathing through it. Right? And that was it.
Yeah.
And then as it's happening, Tom Holland, he acted with her amazingly too.
Oh yeah, he killed that.
Because the moment he noticed what was happening, he didn't even say like, you're hurt.
Yeah.
Right? He just like saw the blood and he was like, look at me. Like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. She's like, yeah. I'm just catching my breath. And then when she actually died, it just like happened.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a or like, you know, like where they turned their head and closed, like, you know, she just died.
Right?
And then his reaction to it was very like I think you can overact your reaction to a death too. You know, where sometimes people would be like, no, like, you know, all that stuff they do.
Yeah.
But even when she just went, he was like, hey, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it was very like it was a very very, what's the word I'm looking for? Well done scene. They acted it very well.
Yep.
And because I think Marvel movies are very jokey and
very
like,
lighthearted.
you know?
Yeah.
To me, that scene in the Marvel universe was like, oh, you haven't seen Fresh Prince, Fluff. The dad scene with Will.
Yeah.
You've seen that scene though, right?
What
Of
episode
Fresh
is that?
Prince.
What episode is it?
That was the scene where like his dad came around and he thought he was
dad?
gonna go hang out. Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
You've never seen that clip.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, I'm sorry.
Yo. I guarantee everyone listening right now is like, what are you talking about right now?
Yeah, I know.
You've never watched the...
Nope.
Well, never mind. You guys get what I'm saying. Eliott
I hope
doesn't.
they do.
Fine. Fluff him. But that scene, because the universe is so colorful and happy,
Yes.
and because they acted that scene so well, it stood out to me. Because it was very serious.
Yeah.
Right? It was very dramatic, which you don't get often from Marvel movies.
Very true.
So, I thought that was the best scene in Marvel history, in my opinion, because of that reason.
Dang.
But from there now, we get to the part where they introduce the other two Spider-Mans.
Yes.
And boy, from that point on, I was like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah.
This is so lit. When they brought Andrew Garfield in first,
Bro. Yep.
I think seeing seeing them in this movie
Yeah.
makes their movies better to me
I agree.
because you're understanding them from a different perspective now. Right? A lot of people complained that Andrew Garfield was too cool of a Spider-Man. But now when you think about it in context of the multiverse,
Yep.
it's fine.
Yep.
Because he's a
there's
different version.
Yep.
Right? But I think Andrew Garfield's a great actor too.
I agree.
I think when he came in and he did the whole like I gotta prove it to you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jumps on the ceiling. And she's like, okay, crawl around. He's like, really? Like, this isn't proof enough? You want me to crawl around? Like, he's good.
Yeah.
And then when Tobey Maguire came in,
Bruh.
I think the little subtleties of the way they did it,
Yeah.
which also plays into the nostalgia of like us as the fans,
Yeah.
was dope. Because when you look at all three of them, Tobey is the veteran, mature Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's the big, like he's the oldest brother
Yeah.
out of all three. So the way he talks, the way he thinks is past these two,
Yeah.
right? And because he's the first movie, it was so long ago, it makes you like you kind of get to paint a picture in your head of like, even though those movies ended, he was still going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just think that's cool. That's really cool film storytelling, right? So when they finally got to go see this version's Peter, and he was crying, whatever, and he's like, I'm done. Like, I'm not, you guys gotta go. I'm like, I'm not helping you anymore. And then they start talking about their different scenarios of
What happened?
all
in
their
their
trauma
universes.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it clicked for me. And I was like, wait a second. With this Spider-Man, the MCU version, Tom Holland, we've never seen his great responsibility or great power, great responsibility moment.
Correct.
We just like he just was already Spider-Man. You know what I mean? When we first met him. And I think it's kind of cool. I might be thinking too deep about it. Tell me if this makes sense.
No.
Here's my theory, okay? And I don't even know if they meant to do this. If they did mean to do this, that's like that. Marvel can get my kudos because that's deep. Tobey Maguire's movie, right? His great responsibility, great power moment was in movie 1,
Yes.
right? He was the first one, right? He discovered his new powers, thought he was the ish, no one can touch him, right? Got into the argument with his uncle Ben, right? Yelled at him, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Ben died. Because of him. It was his fault,
Yeah.
right? Remember when he let that guy go from the...
Yeah. And
Right?
from the yeah.
And that was the guy that whatever. That was his moment. And he was angry about it, right? But in movie 1, he'd learned with great power comes great responsibility. That was his moment. Andrew Garfield's version, he didn't get that moment till movie 2
Okay. I see where you're going with
with
this.
Gwen Stacy,
Yeah.
right? Because in movie 1, at the end of it, remember Gwen's dad
Yeah.
was like, I want you to stay away from my daughter because I don't want her
Yeah.
brought into this life that you're
Yeah.
doing.
He didn't
right?
learn from that.
And he promised him. He said, I promise. And then in movie 2, we find out he broke that promise. And he kept messing with Gwen. And what happened in the end?
Yeah. She died.
He didn't listen, thought he was whatever, and it cost her. Or it costed him his girl because she died.
Yeah.
And it was in that moment he realized with great power comes great responsibility. And that was his Spider-Man moment. Tom Holland's version, his moment was in movie 3.
3. Yep.
That's kind of cool.
That's really cool. I never thought of it
That's
that way.
kind of dope. Like when you think about it, right?
Wow.
And his moment was with Aunt May,
Yeah.
right? Because we haven't we met Tom Holland's version as Spider-Man already.
Yeah.
Because technically, he would be the youngest Spider-Man out of all three of them,
Correct.
right? So we met him as the teenager Spider-Man. I think he's supposed to be 17 in this movie, right? And there was no Uncle Ben. We didn't see the backstory of when he got bit. So all that stuff that usually happens in a superhero movie, we missed that. So to see it now, when Aunt May said it to him, with great power comes great responsibility, and then she died, but knowing it was his fault that she died because he helped these people.
Yeah.
Right? And he was angry, and like, bro, that arc was like, that's cool to me.
That hit different.
It hit different. And I don't even know if they meant for it to connect like that. That's just my brain.
Yeah, that's
Toby's moment happened in Spider-Man 1. He was the first Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield's moment happened in the second movie. He was the second Spider-Man. Tom Holland's moment was in the third movie. He was the third Spider-Man.
Third Spider-Man. Wow.
That's dope. That's dope.
I've never thought of it that way. Wow.
Right?
I'm going to think of it that way now.
That's so cool, bro. And I don't care if they didn't mean for it to be like that. That's how it is in my head. I'm keeping that arc. That's my thing, okay? That's canon for me.
That's awesome.
Bro,
yeah. No, dude,
so
that
dope.
movie, fantastic. Yeah, very nostalgic. Here, and this was the thing going into watching that third Spider-Man for me, was the first two, and it's usually the Marvel recipe for how it goes. It's a very fun movie with the stakes, but everything works out in the end, right? The thing I found with Spider-Man, the first two, I love them, but I felt
which
there
first
was
two are we talking about?
like Tom Holland's Marvel Spider-Man.
Okay, we gotta be like
Yeah.
subcategories now because we're talking.
I was about
like,
to say, because other than the Tom Holland ones, there's 5 of them. So yeah,
right.
I felt as though Spider-Man 1, fantastic, great world building. Didn't feel like there was really any stakes in Spider-Man. So I'm like, okay, maybe they'll fix it in the second one. Second one, same thing. Not really anything that felt like world ending for Spider-Man for him. And until they ended the movie and they revealed his identity, I'm like, okay, maybe they'll build off of this in the third one. The third one, this one, I really loved because now there were stakes involved. This man is now...
And it's because he never had that moment. We never got to see them.
Exactly.
Right?
Like, not only, yes, as you said, the great power, great responsibility moment, but the fact now that we ended the movie, spoiler alert again, that he's unknown now. Nobody knows who he is. He sacrificed everything, and now he is just...
He walked into his role as being Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, right? So that
I feel like every Spider-Man comes to the point where they have to decide, I can't have Peter Parker's life and Spider-Man coincide.
Correct.
I have to be one or the other.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, he figured it out.
And that's what I mean. And like, so this movie felt like, wow, okay, their stakes are real in this. And it proved that at the end where he's like, all right, I have to save the universe. I can't let all the universe of the multiverse come to my planet. So I'm like, everybody's got to forget who I am.
Yeah.
Everybody. And if you think about like the anthology of the Marvel universe and everybody that has met Peter Parker and Spider-Man, that's crazy.
Like,
that's crazy.
Like,
to
I
think.
wonder how that affects him with the Avengers.
Well, exactly.
Like,
nobody knows who he is.
Is Spider-Man still a part of the Avengers? Or
Right?
is it just like they just don't know who Spider-Man is?
That's the thing too, because
does Nick Fury know Spider-Man but not his identity, or does he
Right?
not know Spider-Man at all?
right?
You know what I mean?
To think about like it, for example, like in Infinity War or in Endgame, do they know who who they were fighting alongside? Did they lose that from their memory?
I think so, because after the spell happened what am I trying to say? After Doctor Strange made it happen where everyone forgot him, when you watch Jay Jonah talking about the thing, he goes, oh, the incident, Spider-Man, whatever.
Yeah.
But we don't know who he is, or, you know?
That's crazy to me, though.
Which means everything that happened at the Statue of Liberty,
yeah,
everyone's aware that it was Spider-Man. But they just don't know
they're just not
who
aware
it is.
who
Because
it is.
remember he said, like, he's a coward. He needs to take off his mask and show us who he is.
Yeah.
So I think they know who Spider-Man is, but they don't
Just
know it's
not
Peter.
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker got forgotten.
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So when I saw it and they ended it with that, like, it was a very somber ending to it. It wasn't a happy ending. Like,
but the thing is, when you think about Spider-Man, his life has never been happy.
that's very true.
Spider-Man's character is very happy.
Yeah.
You know, he's a bubbly guy. He's quippy. He fights you. He dances around you, but he makes like jokes while he's doing it.
Yeah.
But Peter Parker's life has never been like Tony
He's gone through
Stark.
a lot. Yeah.
Right? Like they've always been broke.
Yeah.
They always lived in, you know?
Rundown
And
apartments.
I think they did a good job because this is the first Spider-Man we've seen through his teenage years.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
Whereas
the way
whereas with like Tobey Maguire, he was graduating high school when he became Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So we kind of just saw him go into adulthood almost.
Yeah.
Right?
The way the director has said he wants to plan this is the first 3 movies are his high school, the next 3 are college, the other 3 that will happen after that are his adult.
And he
So it's
signed
like
on for
legit-
it, right?
He signed on for it. So like he's legit growing up.
I think
that,
that's
I
really
think, is
cool.
dope.
I think Tom Holland is a great Spider-Man.
Yeah, I agree.
He's 25, but he
Yeah.
looks like he's 19,
Like 1920, yeah.
right? So it fits.
Yep.
So I think whatever speed Tom Holland's growing at,
Yeah.
it's going to work for the movies.
Exactly.
Because usually if you cast a 16-year-old, 16 they grow physically.
Yep.
So it's hard to keep that continuity in the movies because you can't film as fast as they're growing.
Yep.
Tom's already an adult. Right?
Yeah.
So now that we've ended high school, any more growing he does will fit because it'll look like he's
Going into college. Yep.
yeah.
I agree. But yeah, I thought the movie was absolutely fantastic. It's crazy too because I always worry about when it's a movie about one person, but they juggle so many characters because whoever the main character is can get lost in that. But they did such a great job in balancing it all out. Fantastic.
I think also a cool my brain thing. I think because like when Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man came out,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they weren't thinking about the MCU.
No.
Right?
No. They were just thinking, can we make a superhero
Right?
movie work?
So that was its own thing. Same thing with Andrew Garfield. Like they were their own things, but being brought into the MCU universe,
Yep.
even in real life, there could have been like tension
Yeah.
of like Tobey Maguire, I'm the original, so like you got to respect me, kind of thing, right? Or Andrew Garfield, like with like there could have been tension,
Absolutely.
but I think all 3 of them encompassed. And see, I'm in my nerdy bag right now.
yeah, it's all good.
I think all 3 of them encompass the Spider-Man, the Peter Parker-ness to where it didn't matter because what mattered was making a good movie. Or in the
Yeah.
world, what mattered was saving everybody,
Yep.
right? So even when they're like on the bridge joking, remember when they couldn't
Fight together and they were just
Yeah.
running into each other?
right?
Yeah.
And they sat down and they said like, "Yo, like let's regroup for a sec."
Yeah.
And he's like and he's like, "I thought I was Spider-Man 1."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, you're 2." He goes, "I'm 2." Right?
Yeah.
And then at the very end, when Tom Holland was like, "Okay, I'm 1, Toby's 2, you're 3,"
Yep.
right? Even in that, his like the way he responded to it
Yeah.
was very realistic, because realistically, we all know that Andrew Garfield is probably the least favorite of all the 3, right? So even just saying like you're 3, and he was like, "Okay, well, 3, whatever," like
I'm great. Yep. Let's
you
get
know,
it.
just responding to it was very Peter Parker,
Yeah.
but very acknowledging of like real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's so many little things for like if you're a fan of these movies,
Yeah.
you could be like, "Yo, thank you."
Yep.
And then the go crazy moment
Oh yeah.
after that when they were all swinging and then they dropped in like unison,
Bruh.
bro. Bro,
Guys,
come on,
like,
bro.
co-
When have you
like-
ever seen 3 Spider-Man
Never.
on
never.
one screen like that? That's
Other than
crazy.
a video game, never.
That's
never,
crazy.
Right?
That was so
that
dope.
Was
That was dope.
needed and necessary. So yeah. And I mean, like my favorite villains, like in terms of the Spider-Man universe, watching them have always been the original, like Tobey Maguire villains. So to see like Alfred Molina as Doc Ock and Willem Dafoe coming back as the Goblin, I was like, this hits me for real. Like this.
I thought
it was
Alfred
awesome.
did a great job.
Oh, I
when
love
they,
him.
When they put the new inhibitor chip on him,
Yeah.
and he like the way he acted that scene of like the voices are no longer in his head.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. I loved him. And the other thing too, like
I think William Dafoe doing his Green Goblin thing again so many years after was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought it was dope.
Yeah. No, it was fantastic. I like every part of that movie was just, it was great.
I like this version of Jamie Foxx better.
I agree. Yep.
I think they fleshed out Electro a little bit more.
Yeah.
To where like you kind of see his motivation is just power. Like I like the feeling of this power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really trying to be good with it.
Yeah.
You know? I think it was cool seeing that. The lizard, whatever.
Yeah, like the Lizard and Sandman were kind of just like the add-ons. So
yeah,
but the main 3 were definitely Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and Electro, 100%.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it was dope.
Movie was fantastic, absolutely.
It was dope.
Well worth the wait, I guess.
Did you see Rhino?
Yeah, I saw Rhino. I saw Craven. I saw Scorpion.
I didn't see Scorpion or Craven.
Oh yeah, they were next to Rhino.
Were they? It was so quick. I only saw Rhino. I gotta go back and look at it.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. And it wasn't in like the mechanical Rhino we saw in like
no,
it was
that looked like a Rhino.
Rhino.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
That was dope.
It's gonna be
the part when they were like, okay, I don't know how to work in a team. He's like, I do.
Oh yeah. I'm part of the Avengers.
I'm a part of the Avengers. And Toby's like, that's awesome.
What is that?
What is that? I was like, yeah.
Is that a band? Are you in a band?
Like just like those little things, they all did the Spider-Man Peter Parker-ish stuff in the middle of a fight so well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good. It was so good.
Yeah. Everything worked beautifully. So yeah, 100% kudos to director and everybody who did that movie. Fantastic. Absolutely.
Venom. I can't wait to see Venom at the end.
Yeah. They finally added the symbiote into our universe. So that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, and that's the thing too when it comes to Marvel movies is like the established ones I know will always do well. Like this one is good. This one did fantastic. The Doctor Strange one that's going to come out is going to do great. But I think
because these are like iconic characters.
Exactly.
Like Spider-Man is Spider-Man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like everybody like, ooh, Spider-Man does something to our hearts. I don't know why. Why is Spider-Man so dope?
Do you know? See, here's the two superheroes that do that for are Spider-Man and Batman.
Yeah.
I
don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Those two. Batman for DC, Spider-Man for Marvel.
Yep.
Right? And then underneath them you have your picks, whatever.
Yeah.
I like the Flash, I like Green Arrow, whatever. I like whatever, right?
Yeah.
But those two, for some reason, they're like the John Cenas of superheroes.
It really is.
Like they're the face. That's the face of Marvel. That's the face of DC.
Right? No matter how many times you recast, no matter how many times you try to do something new, everybody will always be down for it. Always. So it's great to see that. 100%.
I think another thing this movie did was take away all the arguments of who's the best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because they're all Spider-Man.
Yep. They're all like unique in their own ways.
Because they're all now a part of the same universe. It doesn't matter who's the best. They're all Spider-Man. They're different versions of Spider-Man.
Exactly.
There's no argument anymore.
Yep. But yeah, no.
Oh, you know, and you know what part got me in my feels, bro?
Oh, okay. What to get you in your feels?
When Zendaya was falling.
Oh, and
Tom couldn't save her, but Andrew did.
Yeah.
And then when he caught her, he's like, "You okay?" She's like, "Yeah." Are you? And he's like, "Yeah." But then you saw it in his face.
Yeah, he's like
Oh,
full circle.
bro.
He finally did it. Yeah,
Like nothing had to be said as long as you know, you know. Oh, I
yeah.
felt that.
I felt,
Felt that.
I felt that ending moment in the coffee shop. That one hit
That
different,
was
bro.
deep too.
Like
But
when
I
she
sat
like,
there and I was thinking, I was like, yo, if this was real life and she didn't know who he was, she'd be like, yo,
yeah,
what is
pepper
wrong
spray.
with this guy? Like, are you good, bro? You're acting weird.
Yeah,
You're on something else,
that's
bro.
that's true. But yeah, 100% movie, fantastic. Can't wait to see where they go with it after this. And the one thing I also love about Marvel too is that as much as fans want like reiterations of classic villains that we've already seen on screen, they're doing a great job by introducing new ones.
Yeah.
They don't like sticking with the old tropes of like, all right, let's remake Goblin, let's remake Doc Ock. Nah, we're gonna bring in like Vulture, we're gonna bring in Mysterio, we're gonna bring in like Craven or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So that I like. I like that. So
I'm excited. I thought it was
I'm
dope.
pumped. Yeah.
I give it a 8.7 out of 10.
Is this now your new favorite Marvel movie?
I don't even know what my favorite Marvel movie is.
Mine still to this day is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Still to this day.
I don't know.
Yeah, might have to think about that one.
I like Endgame.
Endgame was good. I liked Infinity War, I think, a little more, but yeah, Endgame is still good.
I don't know. This one might be up there for me because I'm a huge Spider-Man
You're
fan.
you're a huge Spider-Man fan.
I love Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
but I hate spiders. That's crazy.
You can never be Miles Morales, EJ.
That's
you can
crazy.
never be
Yo,
him.
even that part where Jamie Foxx is like, yo,
Yeah.
you got the face, you got the suit, you from Queens. I just thought you'd be black. And he's like, that's cool. There's probably a black Spider-Man somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, there is, man.
Oh, there is. Wait and see.
Who should play Miles Morales if he ever ends up in the MCU?
That is a really good question.
And anyone who
Part
says
of
Michael
me-
B. Jordan, kick rocks. Don't say that.
No,
Don't say
no,
that.
No. That's a good question. Part of me, and this might be I gotta think about this for a second.
Trevor Jackson?
Trevor Jackson, no.
Trevor says he wants to be the first black Batman.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't want to see a black Batman.
I don't. We talked about this. Don't make Batman black.
I feel like if you were going to make Batman black, it would have to be Batman Beyond.
Yeah, like
That's
an
the only
extended
way it
universe
would
of
work. For, like, I don't want to see a black Bruce Wayne. That's what I don't want to see.
Yeah. You know the kid from Stranger Things? The black kid?
You think him?
I think he'd be an option. The other person I thought that would be weirdly cool would be like Jaden Smith.
He's kind of old though.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I feel like he got young face though. Like, he's got. The
I don't know. I don't know
swag
if I know that many young black. Like
Yeah.
when I say young,
Yeah,
I mean like teenager young.
that's fair.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
Miles Morales is technically the youngest of all of them.
It's true.
So I don't know,
It's a tough one.
but I can't wait. Like if they
It's
bring
happening.
if they bring Miles Morales into this universe,
Bro, it's
I'm
happening.
losing it. I'm losing it.
It's not a matter of
That's
if. It's just a matter
gonna
of
go
when.
up bigger than Black Panther.
Yeah, I agree.
Bruh.
That it's gonna be insane. And I mean, we got what, the friggin' video game coming out for that? Spider-Man 2?
Oh, I want to talk about it. It's not close enough yet.
I know.
I'm about to hype myself up and then be sad because I gotta wait 2 years. So no. Now lock that convo off. Not today.
Right? Insane. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll wrap it up for today, unless you got something else.
Nah, I could talk about this all day, but
Yeah, but we'll wrap it up for today. Alrighty, guys, we'll wrap this up with question of the week. Question of the week.
my question of the week was going to be which Spider-Man is the best? Toby, Andrew, or Tom? But I'm changing it. What is your favorite MCU scene
Scene.
of all time?
Ooh. Okay.
Because I told you mine today.
Yes, you did.
When Aunt May died, I think that was the best MCU scene of all time.
I gotta think about what my favorite MCU scene is. That's a good question. MCU scene.
I think this scene in Civil War is up there when they're fighting.
Yeah.
Captain America and Iron Man are fighting. That's up there for me.
I think for me, it's the one of them is Endgame when they're all together and he finally says Avengers Assemble. That's up there for me.
See, in Endgame, I would put him just picking up the hammer.
Ooh.
More than that scene.
Yeah.
But you know what's another tough scene though? That in Endgame, when all the girls, like you remember when Spider-Man was he had the glove?
Okay.
And
this
he
is
fell,
where you
and then
I
what's her
think
name?
are gonna.
Oh, what's her name?
Captain Marvel.
She picked it up and they started running with it, and all the girls were running. That was tough.
See, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that.
What, you hate women, Eliott?
No, I don't hate women.
You don't support women?
No, it felt forced. You
I don't
telling
think
me?
so.
To me, it felt forced.
That's because you hate women.
No, I don't hate women. Don't say that. Because in Infinity War, when it was Scarlet Witch that got clipped by that alien chick, and then she's like, she's not alone, and then Black Widow shows up, and then Okoye also shows up. That was sick. That was dope. I love that. That didn't feel forced.
That was dope too.
Right? This one felt a little forced to me. It's like,
why?
Okay, because I'm like, there's no way all the other male superheroes just disappeared and it's just a bunch of females all together. Don't get me wrong. It looked dope.
Listen,
but I'm just like, nah, it felt forced.
You can't pick and choose when you want something to be realistic in a movie about a purple alien that can snap people away for 5 years.
It felt forced to me. That's just me though.
That felt forced?
It would have been the same if it was a bunch of dudes going at it.
When Captain Marvel came through out of nowhere and shot the whole thing down, that didn't feel forced. When the Hulk was like, I'm always angry, and then punched the thing, that didn't feel forced, bro. This guy, he don't like you racist towards women.
I'm racist towards women. There it is.
Dang, yo. That's crazy.
I
Send
think a
him
classic
hate mail.
one. Dang. Don't say that, bro. Classic one too. It's like the first Avengers movie when they all are like in a circle.
Nah,
like
that's not up there for me.
I like that one. That one's kind of iconic for me.
I think an iconic scene is Hulk smashing Loki.
Yeah,
that's an iconic scene.
Yeah,
but I think my favorite is this one.
The AMA one.
That scene, because of how dramatic it is in a world in a universe that's so bubblegummy.
Yep, very true.
You know,
and that was the problem.
Like he really got to show, both of them got to show their acting skills. Like me and Priya were watching it last night, and we sat there, and I was like, "Yo, they're killing this right now." No pun intended. Like, yo, like that's dope.
For real.
They actually had me shook.
And that was my problem with sometimes with the Marvel universe is that it's too, like as you said, bubblegummy and like there's no real stakes.
Yeah.
So this felt different. This hit different.
Yeah.
I like that. 100%.
Tom Holland can act.
Tom Holland's a good actor, dude.
That boy can act.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm actually upset at you right now. I'm thinking like the fact that you've never seen the Will Smith scene with his dad. I'm about to show it to you right now, but like you're trash for that, bro.
Yeah, okay. There it is. Question of the week. What is your favorite MCU scene? From what movie? What's your favorite MCU scene? Let us know in the comments.
Does this technically mean that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's version is now MCU?
No.
Okay. Never mind.
Yep. No, it doesn't. But yeah. Anyways, let us know. You can DM us or comment on whatever on our Instagram page at Conflict and Interest. You can also email us at conflictandinterest@gmail.com. Follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts as well. Leave a written rating on Apple Podcasts. Really just help boosting promotion and advertising for the show. As well, we're on YouTube, full visuals and everything will be up there. You can guys subscribe, like, and everything. But EJ, where can I find you at, man?
This is Juwan96, Instagram. You know what it is, fam.
You know what it is.
Go listen to Lucky Daye.
Lucky Daye. Seriously. Nuts. But as well, I am not here for the next 2 weeks. So we're taking another hiatus, I guess.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. You might just have to record with somebody else.
Eliott's audio just won't be good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I might just go
Over Zoom or something.
Over Zoom or something, and we'll record. We'll figure it out.
There might just be no visual. It might just be only audio.
That might be it too. But
hey,
yeah,
bro,
I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my voice, bro.
Yo,
I died there. Yo,
why you sound like you're gargling salt water right now, bro?
Bro, I just got hit with like air that just did not go in my throat right. Oh my god.
Yo, that's funny, yo.
Oh man, what a way to end it. But there you go.
Yo, my guy hasn't recovered from the vid yet.
For real. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening, and we will catch you guys next week.
This guy.
I'm dead. That's too funny.